Thank God I can smoke, man. It's gonna make this so much easier. After my brain injury, I do things a little differently, including how I make songs. Not like in a skillful way, or like that I do it better because of a brain injury, or like differently in a good way. But just like with little things, like I don't remember. I have no memory, so like I have like presets. Eventually, after like 6 months of mixing, I finally have a preset I made on a compressor. But it's going to be a little different every time. And that's just the mixing. In the writing process, I make things hard. I have a habit of making everything that I learn 10 times harder while learning it and doing it in the hardest way. Like when I start, I don't know what I'm going to write lyrics. I usually have like bursts of effort. For 1 week I'll want to do a lot of one thing, next week I'll want to do a lot of one thing, and like always have a bunch of little things in between. But I start by getting drunk, and then I wake up all pissed off, hungover as shit, don't sleep well anyways, don't want anyone to look at me, don't want anyone to talk to me, and I'll just sit in the backyard all day like a Saturday morning and just vent. And I'll just keep venting, and some of it I'll have the mindset like in the moment where it's like it is a vent, but I'll remember, I'll know I want to make it kind of rhyme and stuff. But sorry, cool bug. What was I saying? In the moment, I'll know in the back of my head like I want to make it a song, so I'll kind of structure it like a song while I'm venting, but it's just word walls. And then sometimes the same day, if I like just feel that same way, I don't want anyone to look at me, and I've been sitting outside for 12 hours just chain smoking, I'll eventually turn that into a song. Before any instruments, I'll get a melody going in my head, like a vocal melody. I'll hear instruments and stuff in my head, but like that doesn't stick around. Usually the songs, even when I finish the song and make it a song and have a verse and chorus out of that giant word wall, how I hear it in my head is never how I end up, and sometimes it's how I kind of do like the first demos and stuff, but it's not really whatever I was saying, I forget already. These songs were also, they started as that word wall, I made it into a song, and then I posted a verse of them with me on guitar singing too on my old TikTok, Invisibly Injured Musician. I'm gonna eventually upload my podcast stuff there, I think. Alright, it's the final warm-up time. Yes, it is. The second last reserve. Once I'm down to one beer, then it's like, I just have it and then I want more. But if I know I have one beer left, I'll just hold this in my hand until it's like warm as today outside. Mm-hmm. Anyways, once I have that song and melody in my head, same day or like the next day, whatever day I finish the song, I'll go right in my room and just record like a really rough sounding, no warm-up type of demo. And it's, they all sound pretty shit, but like I'm gonna release a demo record eventually. But once I get the vocals down and I do the vocals, just get them down somewhere, my notes even, or like my phone, my voice memo, whatever, voice notes, or on my laptop. Just so I don't forget, because I'll forget the melody the next day. Or like in the next hour, I'll go make breakfast, forget it in the microwave, and forget my melody. I'll usually take all the lyrics from that word wall that I had. And it's not just one song, it usually ends up as a couple, or I'll have a really rough week and I'll still be hungover the second day. I'll have hangover beers and I'll turn into hangover drinking, and I'll just wake up the same way the next day. In the same mood. And I'll just sit outside and I write blah blah blah, whatever I already said, but I do get multiple songs out of what I do. I don't just spend all that time on the one. I get a lot of songs out of my vents. I have vents that I haven't even read through on my phone. I got like 40 notes on my phone that I got 2 weeks ago. Hundreds on my laptop, and then I got a different Apple ID on my old phone that I have a ton of other notes stored on. I got 4 songs out of that burst that I had. It was January, February this year, 2025. In case I make it, new people want to know the year, and you can't read dates on the bottom of the YouTube video. Sorry, that sounded rude, but it meant to just be funny. Yeah, that 3 weeks I wrote them all, recorded all the guitar for all of them, like that last week or two. Months later, I ended up deciding to program drums. And that leads me on to what I want to talk about. I have a drummer now. Not a real life, like a real life one, but not in person. This awesome dude that I met back when I had my old threads. I don't know how he found me, but I lucked out when he found me. He's a hidden gem, man. He's kind of behind the scenes, but he's got crazy potential. He's got stuff out. He's done a song for Manic the band. I don't even know the dude's name. That's how you know we're both dudes. Like, I've known this guy for half this year. No, he asked if I live, he's like, you live in Ohio, right? That was like yesterday he messaged me that. He taught me a lot of what I know about mixing. Just giving me the littlest bits of he gave me tons of feedback, tons of ideas, and I love people who give you a bunch of their ideas and they don't even care if you use any of them, never mind all of them. You don't have to have that sense of anxiousness like, oh, I really want to do this my way, but I feel bad telling him this. Is like, no, this guy's what I'm looking for. He's a perfectionist, but he's an artist. I'm an artist too, but I'm very meticulous with curating the art and the full picture. He brings more actual art into my art, where I focus so hard and I want to make a song that's so specific with something, some really specific keyword that no musician could ever make a song based off of. Not only does he do it without me even starting the words, but that was a huge ramble about him, but he's the mixing, the drums. Hear more about him for the next song, the next series that I have of these. Like, I bring him up because he helped me a lot with my mixing. I'd send him mixes. And he'd give ideas. Like, he wouldn't even give ideas. He'd send me back remixes of my own mix. And I'd hear something that he did. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of it that's too artistic for me. But there's those elements of things, just like he mutes an instrument on a vocal part and brings in something with a roll. He fades something in, fades something out, tells me like the littlest tidbit of it, one random thing that I feel like most people wouldn't understand, but me and him, like something, he even has a friend with a brain injury. Here's my second vent about him.
And then if you smoke and you use mosquito coils, the mosquito coils, it says on the box that it gives you a transient sensation when you touch it. I find that when I smoke around them, I get a transient sensation in my throat. It feels weird. And I also do that before I record my vocals.
But anyways, what I'm talking about him is he basically taught me mixing. Spent dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of hours every month for learning how to mix with YouTube videos. The band guide is really good if you use Logic Pro. I really recommend him. It feels good having someone to work with too, because I thought that I wouldn't like working with other people in a group setting like that after my injury. It was in grade school. I got bullied all the time and was never able to have an opinion in any groups, and no group projects. My opinion just gets laughed at. I shouldn't even talk, but I'd still talk. They used to run around playing this game, Declan Touch. That's the only game I had a say in one time. They'd run around with their finger out, and they'd come and poke me, and they'd go, ew, and then run around, like, poking each other, all the girls, grade school, for years. Probably 2 or 3 whole years, that game specifically. And one day, I decided to play my own game, and make my own rules, and one of them, it's like, they'd go, like, ew, really loud when they poked me and run away, so... And all the other girls would be running away from the girl who's about to poke me. Like, they know that it's about to be a game of chase tag, whatever, tag, Declan Touch, they called it. And she poked me, and I looked over, and I had this gap in my teeth. And I was a weird kid, so, like, I recently learned I can go, like, and, like, spit out that crack. It's kind of gross, but I wanted to show you guys exactly what I mean. I got pasties right now, too, but... So... I spat like that on her, went right on, not on her face or anything. I'm not a dick. Like, I aimed down. Like, I didn't want to get too much. I was aiming for like her. I'm pretty sure it was like at her legs or boots, but like I'm pretty sure like got on her toe and shit. It was awesome. And so she shrilled, ew! And every other girl started laughing while running away, thinking that she just poked me and she's just being over the top bullying, going ew really loud this time to be fun. And none of them had any idea that she just got spat on by me, so she's like freaking out, like, ew. The other girls, I start
chasing after the other girls, and they're running away from me, but they try to come and poke me. Like, they try to get around behind me and, like, run around me and poke me. But they thought that the other girls screamed ew for excitement, like, in the game, making fun of me. So they were coming right at me. Like, I spit on one, she makes a loud ew. They find it awesome and fun, so they start coming after me with their fingers. Oh, they had no idea why she screamed ew. So one girl, two girls, three girls, four girls, and last clear memories, I just did it to a bunch of them, and then, like, I didn't do it to all of them. There was, like, 12 who participated in that, like, 8 to 12 girls, or, like, 14. But yeah, the other half was alerted by the time I got to the last one. Then I got detention. None of them got in any trouble for playing Declan Touch for over 2 years, as well as bullying me, etc., etc. But I got detention that day. My mom told me that I did a good job. Got an awesome mom.
Darling, I think I saw you in my dreams. You were stitching up the seams on every broken promise that your body couldn't keep. I think I saw you in my sleep.
Anyways, back to the music. I recorded the guitar with a metronome, because I didn't use drums or anything yet. Like, the metronome gave me such a headache with the headphones. Spent over 40 hours researching how to just record acoustic guitar from home, because it was really fucking hard, and I don't play guitar that correctly. Like, my guitar might sound, like, kind of pretty in that first song. It gets better. It did get better, especially the electric, but a lot of rings and a lot of dings. I banged that guitar up a lot, so I thought it was just the intonation, but then I brought it into this guy, and he just, like, started going, like, all pretty and shit, but, like, he was, like, playing finger style, looking at me like, oh, your guitar's fine. It's like, okay, but, like, take a pick and go, like, but I know it's just because I play guitar weird, a lot of hums. But anyways, I ended up researching a lot, and then I made, like, a little tent thing, a blanket fort, and then I tried to record the acoustic inside of it, and then I was sweltering from heat, so I sat outside of it with the guitar faced inside of it with the mic in it, and then it did sound pretty good, but I EQ'd the crap out of it, and I'm going to show that here. Lots of EQ, lots of ringy dings. I should have kept them in. I listen to a lot of Midwest emo music, and they have those same ringy dingies, but, like, that was a perfection. I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to be perfect. And like I said, I make everything so hard for myself when I'm learning it. I try to do it the hardest way you could ever imagine it, and then progressively do it the easier and easier way as I get better. Not on purpose. I tried every guitar progression that I could find. I'm not lazy. I know I'm not lazy. I like researching sometimes and learning more than I like even doing, especially since my brain injury. Ironically, the physical stuff's harder than the sitting on your computer stuff, but I Googled keys, I Googled all about keys. I played guitar for a while. I knew about keys. I knew, like, that there's chord progressions in each key that you can do and stuff. But I Googled hell out of those. Tried all of them, made my own, tried my own, did this, did that, until I found a melody that I liked. That alone probably took me like a 6-hour hyper-focus session. Thriving off of my fucking Vyvanse, 40 milligrams at the time. I missed that shit. Now I clenched my jaw so hard I cracked a tooth in half, so I'm on 30 milligrams. I'm also a teacher too, I like teaching. So, like, if you don't know something, then I like to be like, okay, well, how can I word this? Yeah, I forgot what I was saying before, but that can be a funny little skip. I don't even care. I know it wasn't that big. I was just rambling. I ended up settling on a makeshift fort, blanket fort, from all my Reddit rabbit holes that I went on. And I got way too hot inside of it, so I said, screw this, because I'm such a perfectionist. I'd hear, like, the littlest wrong tiny something, little of the acoustic guitar chord, which is totally normal, and be like, no, keep going, keep redoing it. Fingers hurt so much and head hurt so much, so I just sat in my room outside that tent after, and I just put the mic in the tent. It still sounded good. Cut a ton of EQ, and I'm going to put that here. Tons of EQ cuts. I'd hear the littlest noise that didn't sound good when I cranked the decibels up 24, and I'd be like, no, that has to go. And I tried to not overdo it, but I overdid it so much. I was even double tracking them. I was just copy and pasting the same thing twice in each row and just overloading my fucking Logic Pro file. Manic is the one who, he saw my mix. He's like, buddy, you do not need all of this shit. Like, you're rocking and rolling, you're good. And so, but I recorded the electric the lazy way. Just recorded it DI, used Ignite amp sim for that. But yeah, that electric guitar ended up just being ass, so I put in the chorus like I already brought up in my last episode. And cut. There.